Hello, it's Rowena. I want to do a quick walkthrough on my current setup for the holiday season. So here I just kept most of everything looks the same except for I added these page flags that I got from Happy Mail from Jackie Planana. We did a little Happy Mail exchanging for the holiday season. And here is where I still keep my money. I took my coupons out of here and I moved it to a different section. I'll show you that soon. So here's the dashboard. I made the dashboard just from some scrapbook paper, and a bunch of stuff is most all of it is from the Project Life holiday collection, and then this is some ribbon and some trimming, and I just like adding all of these just to add a lot of dimension to it and texture. This wouldn't lay flat. This is from the Target Dollar Spot. It wouldn't lay flat, so I just cut a bunch of notches in there to kind of make it have that banner look. And then this is just some ribbon. I have a bow puncher that I just got from this same ribbon, and so I put that on the little gingerbread girl. So this is just really cute for the holiday season. Then in here is where I have my free Post-its and my Target Dollar Spot note paper. So I just cut them all down to size, so whenever I need to take notes for anything, this is easily accessible from the front, and I just rip it out and write on there and then put it where it needs to go. Next is the calendar section. So I still have this Zen list that I read as much as I can, have that open. This is new, so I added this. This is just a little pull-out calendar, and this is what I use to track kind of like my girly time, things that are more personal, that I should be tracking, especially if I ever go to a doctor's appointment for my son and I. And that's just more private versus kind of I used to just put them all in the calendar section. These are the monthlies. And then this is December. So if you guys like to decorate your planner and maybe don't want to spend too much on stickers, I recommend going to the to Michael's, and these were $1.99 for this, she said, and that's because this is all glitter, but they have other ones that are just $1, and they're really cute, they're really affordable, so I don't ever feel like I have to hold back. I got a bunch of the sticker packs, and they come in 6 in a pack. They're like around almost 300 in a pack, and so for $1 or $2, that's really good value, and you can really use up the stickers as much as you want. So this is just the monthly, and then I tab out the weeklies and dailies. So this was the weekly I had before, where it was just like a week on one page, and that was working. However, I did like how people set up, especially in Midori Traveler's Notebooks, how they had the weekly on one side and then a notes grid section on the other side, so you have a little bit more freedom to add things that probably couldn't fit here, that maybe are more weekly focused versus daily focused, just because my dailies do everything I need on a daily basis. However, a weekly, this could work, but a note section definitely would be useful. So these are the past few weeks, and I really like having this. I haven't been utilizing it as in-depth as I'd like, but I do like having it pretty simple, and I can reflect back and kind of see how that week looked and what was important to do. It's getting down to the wire for Christmas, so I have some lists to do. These are kind of the events that are going on this week. So those are the weeklies, and then the dailies. So I'm working out pretty well. The only thing is that I actually made some new dailies. I made some new dailies with grid paper versus the lists, and I thought I would really love it. I printed out like so many of them, cut them down, but after I started using them, I realized I really like the structure. What I really liked about my original printable is that like there's no really thinking. You just kind of fill it out as the day goes by, and this one, there's a lot of freedom, but I feel like it's almost too much freedom. It's almost like walking into Forever 21 and you want a cute shirt, but there's like a million shirts and you don't even know where to start. So the freedom is great to a point. So for me personally, I'm in between. I really like how this list is broken down. It might seem, I thought maybe it might have been too specific, but it really worked out. It's been working out for me, and I've been using it for a while. So the must list is obviously things that have to get done that day, like credit card bill is due, or it's trash day that needs to go out, things like that. The should, that saying, do something today that the future you will thank you for. So that's kind of that area where it's not as important. However, if you do maybe finish all these out, or you do have a moment where you're kind of like, oh, what should I be doing? Like, that would help you out. And then a want list, I feel like with so much of, with how we are nowadays, full of responsibilities and appointments, things like that, you should always kind of do something that you really want to do, like sitting down, drinking a hot cup of cocoa, or crocheting, or reading a chapter from your favorite book, just so that I feel like it just creates a really good balance in your life. And so I really like that structure, and I kind of wanted to do more of like a bullet journaling on here. So I think I need to figure that out, how to create icons. That way I'm not having just a to-do list and now it's like, oh, well, what if all these I don't have to do? I'm not sure. So I'm still going to play around with it, see how I like it, and we'll see how that goes. So that's the weekly. And then this is the Christmas section. So these tabs are just from Daiso, and they were blue. I just used a gold pen to to get rid of the blue. This is just a Christmas countdown, just because it is getting down to the wire, and I do a lot of do-it-yourself gifts for everyone, so those are not done yet. So I need to have a kind of good visual that shows me that you need to get on that. So these are the thank you and Christmas cards. My son just had his his first birthday on October 31st. So I took some pictures from that. I wanted to send that to the person that came, and then also send them a Christmas card. So I have the name envelope. So if I wrote down their address on the envelope, pics written, and then the box is when it's done. So I wrote down everyone's name, and then filled that out, and then got those out. These are Christmas gifts for everyone, because I do it yourself. I'm a huge do it yourselfer. So I have a list laid out. It's kind of going to be for everyone. Especially like relatives and friends. So here is my Christmas gift list. So I have the person, gift, do by, and done. So I have family, clerks, friends, and then relatives. And so I wrote down all the names. The gift I already know for the most part, unless it's already done. I've already gotten that done. But the things that I'm kind of doing it myself, I have a timeline. So we do Christmas at my house on the 24th, and then on the other side is on the 25th. So that is when those gifts are due. And then I have laid out the colors that I need, and then how many I need to make. I need to fill that out soon. And then this is Happy Mail. I just did a little bit of a Happy Mail exchange. So I wrote that out, what gifts are going in there. So the next section is more of the finance area. This is still my coupon folder, and then this 2 weeks on one page was working really well. Like, I was filling that out, but I feel a big thing with planning is making it easy for you to reflect back, especially in areas that you need to improve. Like, I really like recording and tracking, things like that. But there were no goals. There was just nothing else on here except for just the weekly that I could fill in. So here I have made a new kind of tracking budgeting list, and I'm gonna try this out for like a week or two to see how I like it before I list it. So up here is kind of like the pre-week, the weekly, and then the recap. So up here we have the goal. So my goal this week was to stick to my budgets. I have an income section, bills and expenses, budgets, and so I set a budget. And then these, they're kind of already set. Like, if you have a bill due, you have to pay that much. So I have the month. So it's the month of December. Then I write out the date. So for Michael's, for instance, I bought some stuff this week. And then what I did, because I have a budget for that, in parentheses, I wrote out what's left over so that I know right away when I go to the store, like, okay, I need to look at that. How much can I spend? So then I did some like shipping and some stamps. I got some stamps. I got a scale from stamps.com. So all of that craft and supplies, I have 80 cents, so that's all I can spend this week. And then a little note, I just deposited money in bank. And then zeros, of course, I didn't spend any money. This was when my credit card bill was due. And then I'm going to be doing some grocery shopping today, so I have a budget for that. And then in the end, I have a recap, so I have the net income, which will be the bills and expenses and everything I've spent here minus the income from up here. And if it was positive, obviously I just write it. If it was negative, I put it in parentheses. And then budgets, I would match it. I would say, like, for grocery shopping, 40 minus blank, and then I'd put what's left over if it was any leftover or none. And then the goal met, yes or no. Did I stick to my budgets? So far we're on a good, so far it's looking good. So that is what it looks like now. And then a little note for myself, like, oh, spent too much on crafts, or didn't spend enough on this, or should transfer money to savings right away. Something like that, so that I can build upon what I know about myself and how my finances go and how they need to go. So I like to try this out for like a week or two before I list it, just to make sure I don't need to add any more slots, just to make sure it's working perfectly and it doesn't need anything. And then I just have some grocery lists from the Target Dollar Spot notepads. And then Favy Stores hours, I did write out the holiday hours. So there's that. And then these are the important notes section. So for instance, I had purchased a Lunatic phone case and it was taking a long time to get here, so I started reaching out to them and then got all my tracking numbers, and it was just this huge wraparound with trying to get this figured out. So I'm gonna keep this in here until this all gets figured out, because it is important. Of course, I need this paper. It wouldn't go in any other spot, so this is like the important documents for the time being. And then when it's done, of course, I'll get rid of it. This is from my son's last pediatrician appointment. And then lastly, these are like the this is like the Toasty Craft Room slash crafts slash planner, all of like kind of my fun area. I have like a planner to-do list, video ideas, planner setups, because I have several different planners. I have like this Kate Spade, I have the Carpe Diem A5 I still need to figure out, and then I have a new Midori Travelers, well, a Fodori that I like to figure out, because I want to use my planners, obviously, how, you know, I want them to fit my life. So that's why I rarely use the inserts that come with them. I make all my own, just because they work better. I'm actually using them. And then lastly, this is what happened to my old coupon book. I turned it into a coupon, well, I made a new coupon envelope and just punched it. And, you know, I kind of made this myself, but I figure also if you guys wanted to make an envelope to add into your planner, just find one that fits and punch it out. I just like this one because I had the paper to make it and it was fairly easy to make. And then lastly, I have, these are the tabs that I had in my Christmas section. See the blue? I just muted it out, and that's just in there when I need more. I need to add more stickers in here. And then this, I just have my my pink gel pen, and oh, I have oranges on there. Yeah, when you have a kid, everything's messy. So, and that's another reason why I love this Kate Spade Wellesley planner. It never picks up a stain. It is always perfect, and no matter how crazy life gets with a baby. And then lastly, I have my friction pen. I said it last time, but I didn't actually show you. I usually just put it here in the middle and then close it up. Oop. And then everything just kind of stays, everything just kind of stays in there like that. So, yep, that is my Christmas walkthrough. I will go more in depth about how the inserts have been going on in a future video, probably in January. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great holiday season. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye.